hopefully today's sound quality is going to be slightly better because I have a microphone. Yes, I got myself a Road Link. Problem is it's only got one channel on it. And so I'm going to have to buy one, Simon's going to have to buy a setup, and Jamie's going to have to buy a setup. I could get the multiple channel one like the Sennheiser or the Sonys and things like that. Problem is I don't have the budget. We don't have the budget to do this. I mean, they've got their own things, their investment stuff that they're growing and so on and so forth. And I really don't have the budget. But yes, I got a Steadicam thing. It's not turned on, by the way, before anybody goes, it's broken. No, it's not turned on. That turned up this morning. That was 99 quid. I ordered it 7 PM last night and it turned up this morning. Not bad. Not bad going. Now, I'm still buggering about with these, so if the sound's a bit iffy, if it's a bit too loud, many apologies. I don't know exactly where to put the microphone because I do have quite a loud voice. If you ever meet me, you'll understand. I'm Mutt and Jeff in one ear. So I've got to figure out where I've got to put the mic. I've turned this one down to its minimum volume setting and the same as a receiver. So hopefully it will have sorted out the issues with that camera. And again, this is the camera that broke last time I used it, so I don't even know whether it's recording an image, which will annoy me. But anyway, I've got the microphones, I've got this to do some walk around stuff. It works with GoPros, that camera, the SJ cams will fit in it. In actual fact, part of the advertising literature for this was actually mentioned SJ cams. So that's all gravy. I can do some walk around shots and stuff like that. Now, Simon was supposed to be here at 12 with the Cheap Heap. It's gone 2 o'clock now. And I got a phone call from him a few minutes ago. He's on his way. The thing is, obviously, as you know, myself and Simon, we're planning on doing the car rental thing. Basically taxis. That's effectively what they are. And in order for him to understand the business, this was before he started chatting to me about it, he rented one from another company that does something very similar. And he's contractually obliged to finish out the contract, you pay for the vehicle and so on and so forth. So that's what he's doing. The problem is that a little while ago, his vehicle went in for a timing belt. And they got it slightly wrong. There was a bit of a knocking noise. Well, he has to use it. I mean, it's costing him 250 something quid a week. So he has to keep making money with it, so he had to keep using it. And the noise got a bit worse, and the vibrations got a bit worse. And it got back to his, and the engine seized. You know, he shut it off, and that was it. Never started again. So it had to get recovered. They stripped the engine down, and he bent all 8 valves, the rods. So, yeah, he was doing quite well on that one. But this was a while ago. Anyway, he got this horrible replacement one that had obviously been in an impact and they hadn't really repaired it that well. The panel gaps were massive on one side, thin on the other. It was just knackered. One of the doors you couldn't open. And he used that for a few months. This is how bad the companies in this sector are, providing him with this crap. So he used that for a couple of months whilst there was an argument about the car, whose fault it was. Well, the garage that did the timing belt did a piss poor job. The engine blew up, basically, seized, you know, ran out of timing and knackered itself. So it's the garage's fault. No ifs or buts. Well, they rebuilt the car, well, the engine, which is a bit of an odd thing to do. I'd have just, given it had 140, 150,000 miles on it, I'd have just found a replacement engine from a scrapyard, bung that in there, job's done, you know. But they rebuilt the engine for some bizarre reason. And probably to make money off of the company that rents it. And, well, it's never run right since it's come back. As you can probably imagine, half-assed job to change a timing belt, half-assed rebuild. And now the DPF's all blocked up. Well, this is a taxi. It's constantly running. It's you know, it's entering burn cycles. It's not stop-start, local stuff. He goes to Stansted Airport, centre of London, Heathrow, all over the bleeding place. So what my feeling is they've rebuilt it, but they've really done a bad job. And of course, the engine, the exhaust gases are far more sooty than they should be, and it's blocked the DPF. So now it's gone back, and that's what he was doing this morning, but took a while for it to all go through. He decided to help the garage with their computer, and so I've been left high and dry. Now, he is bringing the Cheap Heap. You will be seeing that in a moment, don't worry. But the thing is, it's happening months before it was supposed to. Because between you and me, you know, don't tell anyone else, eh? The Cheap Heap didn't cost us anything. It's already been owned by someone Simon knows. I will let you know later, I just don't want to spoil the surprise of what car it is. And they just don't want it anymore. It's got a couple of issues with it. So we were going to be taking it. The thing is, we were planning on doing the Cheap Heap stuff, because obviously we've got the BMW to do, I've got work with Jamie to do, we've got various other things to do. But we were planning on taking it on kind of June, July time, maybe August, you know, because starting up the channel that we want to do is going to take a while, it's going to take some time. But we either take it now or it gets scrapped. And I'm the only person, I'm the only person with anywhere to store it. Which, as you can imagine, given Bert was really annoyed with the Mondeo that I had, she's not very happy. Although she has agreed. She said, okay, fair enough, store it, but you are going to be working on it. I had to get rid of the fence. It was rotten through anyway, so I just got the chainsaw out. It's in the back of the Terrican, and because Simon is so late, so massively late, I'm going to make him come with me down to the tip to empty the Terrican of the old fence and gates. You're always going to have problems trying to move a fence in one piece. Apparently the best thing to do is cut a fence into 6 pieces with a chainsaw, bung it in the back of a 4x4 and take it down the tip. But yeah, I've got all that to do. So without further ado, because I know you don't know what it is, and I'm gonna organise the thumbnail so it doesn't give it away either. I've never done that before. I've never organised a thumbnail, so this is going to go badly wrong. But can you guess what the Cheap Heap is? Is it another Mondeo? Is it a BM? You know, Simon's BM? Is it a Merc? Could it be a Jag? Is it a VW? Well, let's find out.